Hi friends, today I'm going to explain you how to make smoky effect using Blender. So this is a smoky effect which I had made through Enter. Much like fluids in Blender, smoke requires the use of a domain and an inflow. The domain controls the boundaries of the simulation and the flow object will emit the smoke. An optional smoke object is the outflow, which will remove smoke from the domain. To quickly generate these objects, we will using the quick smoke function. This saves you a bit of time when it comes to adding objects and applying the initial smoke settings to them. To use this function, select the object that will emit the smoke. So here I am using the default cube. Press the spacebar in the 3D view window, type in quick and select quick smoke. You should see a new wireframe box appear. This is the smoke domain. Scale the domain up by a factor of 2 and move along the z-axis by 3 units. We have to press the G button and then Z button and just type 3 and press enter. I also scaled the emitter by a factor of 0.5. This will give us a bit more room to work with. If you select the domain and go to the physics panel of the properties window, you will see a wide array of settings to play with. The first setting I always change is the smoke adaptive domain. Until I get to my final render, I always have this turned on because it helps speed up the baking by skipping calculations in areas of the domain that have little to no smoke. The drawback is the possibility of cutting out some smoke. The threshold setting and the margin setting can be used to change the amount of smoke that might get skipped over. A higher margin or a smaller threshold will result in less smoke being skipped over but take longer to bake. After that, I make sure the smoke high resolution is turned off. Having this on will cause Blender to make much longer to bake your smoke. Usually, I will keep this off until I have the general movement of the smoke complete. This is especially important if your computer takes a very long time to bake smoke. To see your smoke, you can hit the play button in the timeline window. The first time through the animation will play slowly because Blender must calculate the smoke physics. After that, the animation will run faster because Blender will remember the calculations until a smoke setting is changed. So this is the play button, so I am clicking it. So you can see that the smoke is formed. The flow source settings lets you emit from the mesh itself or with particles. I won't use particles in this here. However, the process is simple. To change the movement of your smoke, select the smoke emitter and go to the physics settings. In here, the density, temperature difference and the flow source settings will alter the movement of your smoke. When you have the domain, select the settings of interest and in the smoke flame section. Each of the settings mainly adjusts how much flame is created and how much smoke is created by the flames. Again, changing the settings and testing them out to see what they do. So we can finally get the smoke. To render our smoke in cycles, start by changing the renderer to cycles render and change the window layer to composting. Finally, we will get the smoke effect. Thank you.